Hello, good day everyone. My name is Elmer Lambigit Hayagan, a BPA 2 student of Section 3 class. On this PA5 subject, which is Local Government Organization at S.y.2022 College of Mindanao. The title of the report of mine for this pleasant day is about on making the PowerPoint of my reflection on interview conducted at Barangay Guinuyoran, City of Valencia, Bukidnon. Before anything else, let me introduce first our very own instructor, which is no other than Agnes Escudero. And the instruction that she delivered to us is about what did you understand in the interview that you conducted. Explain by making a PowerPoint presentation. In my zero format of reflection, I've been written about this subject, which is PA5, a local government organization, is an inculcate of our very own instructor with no other than Agnes Escudero of BPA2 Section 3. She instructed us, being her functional students, to make a PowerPoint presentation and rely on a question that asks us about what you understood in the interview that you conducted. It's all about the Republic Act 7160 and about the Unit 2, Book 2, Local Taxation and Fiscal Matters. In my context, paragraph 2, the information we gathered was derivation from the thorough explanation and evaluation of the barangay personnel. That is all about Title 1, a local government taxation. The Title 2 is about the real property taxation. And our Title 3 is shares about of local government units in the proceeds of national taxes. And the Title 4 is the credit financing. And the Title 5 is the local fiscal administration. And number 6 is the property and supply management in the local government units. And this is all about we varied from our expectations as a student. In my experience, we conducted our interview at local government of Guinuyoran, City of Valencia, Bukidnon. Their hospitalities are overwhelming and very much appreciated, especially the personnel who were in charge that day, like Barangay Kagawad Mr. Ortez, Barangay Secretary Mrs. Macarina Denoro, and Barangay Treasurer Ms. Lelens Ripolidon. And with the very supportive presence of our Barangay Captain, whom no other than Honorable Renato Abella. Thus, we even conducted some intervention at Lake Apo personnel also. I really felt nervous before the time of conduction, and we even did an individual prayer for more courage because expectedly this was not an ordinary interview or intervention rather. Especially our question is all about the taxation that gives life to administration, and it is an actual basis of application of local government code on behalf of our studies. Our motivation during the time is to do our best to be able to gain more knowledge, to make it applicable for us to the present process of administration ever we would have to render it in service in the future. And as a product of Irene B. Antonio College of Mindanao, we aim to always bear high standards of being good fellow students. Being a student in some cases is also wanting to enjoy life. That's why to recover from feeling little bit nervous during the interview, we experienced the wonderful views of Lake Apo. This is our tourism nature lake, which is surrounded by the prestigious forest and agriculture. And unintentionally, we encountered some LGU personnel. And in addition, he invited us to conduct an interview about tourism with taxation in this place. In my reflection, the activity we performed was very challenging. The ideas I was catching up with, which were informative and knowledgeable. It was a big deals as we dwell on the actual information, which differs from the theories only. I learned a lot of things about the way the barangay officials perform their duties, as well in regards to taxation. And we revive in our thoughts some former issues of the barangay after the barangay captain informed us how he applied a peaceful and order community to his render in service. The challenge of the task we enjoy is on how we compose some questions that suit every title, and we only made only 2 questions per title. And I heard from the treasurer that the taxation is the life of administration, because all the resources were budgeted based on taxation annually. That is why I conclude that being a BPA student, it's really need to learn much about a taxation and how management process beyond limitations of procurement. Some knowledge and ideas I catch up is about the words of wisdom came from Barangay Council Lord, which is no other than Nestor Ortiz. He encouraged us to pursue our goal to succeed in BPA Baccalaureate because the field of competency to other country, we are behind, according to him, especially with the uses of advancement of technologies. Duly about taxation from business investor at barangay was in approximately 10,000 below was a task of collection to barangay administration. And beyond 10,000 or above 10,000 is an obliged collectibles to the city of the or the municipality about the taxation, which is collectible. So, as I noticed from the management system, the collectible taxes from the residing individuals of barangay, like clearances and sidula, are divisible by 2. That is remain is for the barangay budgets, and the rest assured to the city of Valencia. In addition of real property acknowledgement is that if some need to build house along the range of barangay, it should have issued a clearance from starting from a procleader to up to barangay captain for the sake of peacefulness in both parties. And it is prohibited to build a house in danger zones to promote peace ordinance also. I managed to cap up some administrating ideas from our very own barangay captain, which is no other than Honorable Renato Abilia, during our intervention with him. He spent enough time the management and budgets in addressing peace and ordinance because it is most way by keeping peace in every places. This is the best way to profit by the use of business or businesses and investment vis-a-vis or vice versa. As he said, the place before was very dangerous. to describe multiple cases against the law like killings, robberies, was its media reported annually. But he proudly representing to us the time that in his administration, the peace is his center of administration. And in that way, some business companies like banana plantation and other agriculturists trust his political view of self and invest in their pleasant barangay. But some example of this are the banana plantation of big companies here in Bukidnon. But the most is he built a barangay clinic resourcefully, which inably visited by the doctor per month as a supporting evidence of his love and tender care for his people in Barangay Guinuyoran. That reflects to a supply and budget finance. And I have to say the name once again with no other than Honorable Barangay Captain Renato Abilia, our very own, with her love and tender care with his people. And my application for this is therefore the life of the administration is relied from the taxes in manageable ways. Without peace, it's hard to do business in local government. That is why we have to allocate budget correlate in peace ordinance like Barangay Tanod so that the continual of different business is fluent and spontaneous. To be able to collect taxes in accordance of an experienced administrator. Being a student, it is very interesting and applicable not only in the future that awaits, but right now as we abide with the law, being informative. It is confidential to others how they apply their legacy. But if we're born as a future politician, we need to absorb cultural ideas from neighbor places to achieve improvements. That is why I choose to select other barangays in conducting interview to avoid conflicts in my mind and thoughts, but rather to be able to gain more knowledgeable ideas beyond administrations. I believe in sayings, not all who work hard succeed. However, all who have succeed have worked hard. So, anyway, this is the description of the link of our interview, and please be guided with ours if you love to open this link. And it is with our special thanks to all the staff and personnel of Barangay Guinuyoran. God bless you all po. Thank you very much.